Let's go, y'all. Where my fire starters at? We loud and clear. Drop a one in the chat.
Feel the fire.
What's good, everybody? What's up with y'all? Everybody coming up in here, man. What's up? What's good with y'all, man? I see you out there. What's up, Smitty G? What's up, Kyra Knows? 144. What's good with y'all, man? Where my fire starters at, man? Y'all know the flame. Y'all know the drill. All new originals and fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers coming into the fire pit. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Stomp, step, and stand all over that notification bell when you want the latest. And if you ain't a fire starter yet, what y'all waiting on, family? Come on over here and subscribe, because we stomp, step, and stand on real morals and traditional principles. And we know from the very beginning of this whole situation, when it came out, bro, when everything hit the fan, we knew a lot of things didn't add up with this situation, man. As we see, all the lies that were told are starting to come out. Ain't it? Ain't it? But you know the crazy part, y'all? All right, shout out everybody up in here, man. I hope y'all are enjoying the graphics, the visuals, everything that we got to offer over here, man. You can't get it nowhere else on the YouTube streets, on the live broadcast. But when I'm saying, y'all, all that humiliation, all that bashing, hold on, let me solarize it and polarize it. All that humiliation, bro, all that, what? Destroying his character, destroying his career, all the dirt they done, all the dirt that they done threw on his name. All right, the whole movement of anti-Tory Lanez, people that actually stood behind Megan and supported Megan. They all supported Megan, didn't they, y'all? Didn't they? So where everybody's same energy at? Where everybody's same energy at? The same ones that were supporting Megan from the beginning, and we gonna call them all out today. The same ones, we got all the receipts, not to mention fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, man. GFTV has released the interrogation audio from the prosecutors out in Los Angeles, man. It's a lot of things in that interrogation when it comes to Kelsey Harris that has came to the light. A lot of things. But can we all agree? Why everybody feeling sorry for Tory? Hit the like button. Hold up for a minute. I ain't gonna go too far in it because we're gonna strategically fuck this up. Why everybody feeling sorry for Tory? Because just like the title said, all right, Kelsey shot Megan and lied about everything. Tory Lanez to blame? Because I'm going to tell you what. If I'm sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world, top of the world, I ain't going down for no goddamn bitches. Hit the like button. All right? I ain't going down for none of you stank ass bitches. Straight the fuck up. All right? I ain't going down for none of you stank ass bitches. Fuck you bitches. All right? Y'all want to fight over dick and shit like that? Okay, it ain't my fault. Y'all can't what? Hold y'all composure. But like I said, y'all, let's make real life matters, make real life sense. Whose fault is this? Whose fault is this? It's not Megan's fault. It's not Kelsey's fault. Whose fault is this? This Tory Lanez's fault. He the one who put himself in this situation. Not Megan. Hit the like button. Strategic information. It's time for everybody to wake the fuck up. Now Tory Lanez want our support. Which we've been supporting them. But why you lie, nigga? Why you lie? And we don't want to hear that shit about, man, I ain't want the females to go to jail and blah blah this. And we don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to hear none of that, bro. Because for the simple fact, you should have protected your name, your career, and everything that you established. All right? So with that being said, man, let's put this disclaimer up because we about to stomp on them. Shout out everybody up in here. What's good, Angela? All right, disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a permanent by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right. So with that being said, all right, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Everything on this live that is being said is for educational and entertainment and research purposes only. All right. Everything that I'm going to break down in this live, all right, is a legend. So with that being said, man, let's go with this whole situation because we all know. Stomp on the like button. We got over 30 plus. Let's get over 30 likes. Respectfully, man, because Tory Lanez put himself in this situation. Big time. Why the fuck he gonna lie though? All right. Like I said, yo, we gotta talk about this for a minute here. Because we seen how them hoes did him, right? He saved their ass, right? He was supposed to save their ass, save their career and all this and all that, right? Right? But now, okay, it seems like they put together a whole anti-Tory Lanez movement. A big anti-Tory Lanez movement, y'all. A big one. Okay? Now, we starting to see all these body cam footages starting to come out, starting to hit. Let me tell y'all something. These body cam footages were already out, but some of them were suppressed. Some of the evidence. Tory Lanez's lawyer, hit the like button. Tory Lanez's lawyer and them already had this information, already had this evidence with the body cam. Already had it. But the evidence got suppressed. But now that evidence has been released. It's exactly what we thought it was from the motherfucking beginning. Ain't it, y'all? A whole bunch of lies and bullshit. Lies and bullshit. Not partying bullshit, okay? A whole bunch of lies and bullshit. Lies and bullshit. Lies and bullshit. As we heard on the interrogation order, on the interrogation audio, that it was a lot of people in that house. We heard Kelsey say what on that what? And it's a lot of people names that she left out. All right. Can I get the views to match the likes and the likes to match the views? Because everybody knows the ass up in here. All right. The trolls or whoever y'all are who ain't hit that like button. You can't be a regular subscriber over here if you ain't hit that like button. You waiting for me to play that ambulance footage, right? Because ain't nobody in the YouTube streets got it, right? 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 Hit the fucking like button and I'll play it. I ain't charging you for nothing. I ain't charge you for nothing. Hit the like button and I'll play the goddamn ambulance footage. If not, let me see how nice y'all are and search it. See if y'all can find it. See if y'all can find it. See if y'all can find it. Okay? All right. But I'm going to give y'all a little clip of something. The like button, man. Shout out everybody up in here. Smitty was good. Love y'all, man. Shout out the whole nation. Appreciate y'all. It's going to be a very, very vital strategic live, man.
And so what happened with you were just one phone sticking on the glass. I don't really cut on my right foot. I just stepped on glass the other day.
So I don't know if y'all can hear her clearly. Turn y'all audio up. As y'all know, it's a whole lot of distortion and shit going on in the background in this emergency room, man. But you can hear the police officer. Stomp on the like button, man. Respectfully. That's all I ask. All right? That's all I ask of you. Okay? That's all I ask of you. To just stomp on the like button and let me do the rest. Respectfully, as we hear the police officer questioning Megan down. All right, yeah, I see what happened to that foot, but what happened to that foot? Okay, what happened to the other foot? As Megan says, okay, she stepped in glass a couple days ago. A couple days ago on her other foot.
So you were already hurt when you got into the and at that point, your friends were running down to the hospital.
All right, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch it when she said, yeah, man, I stepped in glass the other day? My right foot. As we know, the night this situation happened with Megan, was on her left foot. Correct? Correct. As the officer asked her, all right, I see some abrasions that's going on your other foot. What happened right there? Oh, I stepped in glass too. So what's up? Just so happens, all right, you step in glass twice in 1 week. One on one feet, one on the other feet. Huh? Huh? These people are hilarious. Ain't they, y'all? Ain't they, y'all? Right. Shout out Tatiana Russell. Nicki Minaj been saying Megan lied. All right. We know all the ones who took up for Tory. We know all the ones who stood by Tory. But we're the ones that were standing by Megan. Okay, we're the ones that were standing by Megan. All right. First of all, let's get this goofy motherfucker first. All right, let's get this goofy motherfucker first right here, y'all. All right, because he was popping mad shit. He was popping mad shit.
And I tried to be impartial and cool about this and not getting, Man, fuck that, man. Fuck Tory Lanez, okay? And I don't care if this go viral or none of that shit. I'm from Houston, and if somebody would have done something to Megan in this city, we would have rolled. Megan in LA by herself. It's just her and T. Ferris. She ain't got a mama no more. Her mama is gone. Her daddy is gone. Her grandmother is gone. All the people that loved her and cared about her unconditionally, that looked out for her and would have protected her, ain't there.
They never was. Where her mama at? Have anybody ever seen her mama? I know I haven't. Have anybody ever seen Megan Thee Stallion with a picture of her mama? Have anybody seen any pictures with Megan and her mother throughout the course of Megan's life? Throughout the course of her mother's adult life? Do anybody see any pictures, any captions with Megan and her mom? But let's continue.
So as an OG in Houston, I'm standing up. Tory Lanez did some whole ass shit. Period. Yeah, I know Tory, I know his manager, I know all of them, man. Fuck all that though. Fuck all that. If the man on drugs, get him some goddamn rehab. If the man got mental health issues, get him some therapy. But you're not just gonna sit here and shoot this girl, not say nothing.
What? The only one who need therapy, the only one who need to get some help for her treatment and addiction to her daily dose of alcoholism is Megan Thee Stallion. All right? Because we all know, we heard the goddamn audio. We heard Kelsey say what? Callie kicked that bitch out. Told that bitch, yo, get the fuck out my house. Bitch, you gotta go. You gotta get the fuck out my house right now. Your fucking wig is falling off. You stupid. You acting dumb. You got to go. You got to go. Did we not hear that? Yes, we did. Yes, we did hear who? Kelsey say that. Not only did we hear Kelsey say that, all right, don't y'all know it was a lot more people in that house, in Travis Scott's house that night? Don't y'all know after I broke down that live, okay? After we broke down that live, don't you know Kylie took the pictures off of IG, y'all? Hit the like button, strategic drop. Kylie took the original pictures that was on that post, and I'm glad I got them. She took the original pictures off of the post and erased it and deleted some comments. Okay? And I got the receipts. I got the receipts, man. All right? Remember the other night? Check it out. This is her page now. Look, y'all. She took the other picture of the house down and she removed multiple pictures and replaced them with other pictures. You see this, right? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. And I'm going to show y'all, okay? Check it out. Everybody hit the like button. I'm going to show y'all what it was from the beginning. Check it out. Strategic drop. You see this, right? This is the original picture of this house, of that post, not this here. You see that, right? Crazy work, right? See this, right? Look how I'm going through her gram. And she done switched the pictures, right? And I'm going to prove that she switched them because check it out. Look. That's the first picture. That's the first picture on the gram. And boom, that's the second picture, right? So when we go back to Kylie's Instagram, check it out. The first picture has been removed. The second picture has been removed. All right? Crazy work, ain't it? And we the first ones that grabbed that whole situation, yo. All right, we pointed out to everyone that this was Travis Scott's house. And they were in there having super freak off. They always did. Odell Beckham was in there, y'all. Hit the like button. I got the receipts. And it was a whole lot more celebrities there that night. It was a whole lot more celebrities there that night. And Odell Beckham Jr. is one of them. And I got the receipts. You hear Kelsey on that interrogation audio where she getting interrogated by the prosecutors. She named some people that was there, and then she left some people that was not. She named some people that was there, then she left some people out that was there also. But Odell Beckham was there for goddamn sure because she said it out her goddamn mouth. Okay? And I got the receipts. And we're going to play it and we're going to run that shit back. Just like we about to run this nasty ass bitch crying like a little huck. Hit the like button, y'all. I need everybody to hit the like button, man. All right, I'm going to be playing things, releasing things, and dropping things that has not been brung to the light. Can y'all please hit the like button respectfully? You ain't got to send a goddamn dime if you don't want to. I ain't begging for no money, no Cash App goals, none of that. Respect the grind. You ain't got to respect me. You ain't got to like me. But nigga, respect my work ethic at least. Okay, because there's a lot of motherfuckers I don't like. Okay, but I respect what the fuck they stand for. That part. But let's continue, y'all. That fake ass crying. Look at that fake ass crying. Just gonna look at the goddamn cop. She gonna look at the damn cop to see if the cop gonna have any sympathy for her. To see if the cop gonna have any sympathy for her, y'all. Crazy work, ain't it? Yes, it is.
It's September 14th, 2022. It's 11:30 in the morning. This is Deputy District Attorney Alexander Bott. I'm here with Deputy District Attorney Kathy
Hit the like button, y'all.
And
I'm the only one on the
investigator
YouTube street.
Jody Little.
I'm the only one.
Witness Kelsey.
I'm the only one in the YouTube streets with this shit, bro. I uploaded it last night. I'm the only one in the YouTube streets that got this shit. And if anybody else got it, it came from right over here. I uploaded the whole goddamn interrogation. I could have ate it up like Vlad and say cheese and drop part by part, part by part, part by part. I could have did that and ate real good and got real full. Respectfully, like all these goofy motherfuckers do. That's why I said, y'all, hit the like button. I'm all the way different. I released it all. I could have got greedy and released it, what? 10 minutes at a time. 15 minutes at a time. It's damn near a 2-hour investigation. Interrogation. Excuse me. But let's continue, y'all.
Harris in case BA 490599. Ms. Harris is accompanied by her spouse, Mr. Darren. And sir, could you go ahead and say your full name?
Darren Smith.
And
spell your name for me, please, Darren.
Darien, last name SMITH.
and then we also have two individuals appearing by speakerphone. And could you folks just state your name for the recording?
Two folks by way of speakerphone, y'all. Y'all pay attention. Two folks. Okay, we got Kelsey inside the interrogation room. All right, now, let me bring this to y'all attention. This situation right here did not take place the night of the shooting. This happened a couple days later. All right, so y'all keep that in mind. They never got questioned or interrogated that night. Kelsey never got interrogated by investigators that night. Couple days later.
Dominic Kelton, Don Worley with McDonald Worley.
Great, thank you so much.
I will ask them to spell their names, if not now, then later, because it wasn't quite clear
I
to
can
me
get
for the
the
second person. Okay, thank you.
All right.
So we're here to talk about the events that occurred back in July of 2020, July 12th, 2020.
See that?
And can I call you Kelsey?
Events that occurred back, which means what? It's past tense already. But let's continue.
Yes.
Kelsey, why don't we just start with how did you come to know Megan Pete?
We met in college. We attended Prairie View University together, and that's where we established our relationship.
So how long had you known her at the time of the incident in July of 2020? How many years do you think?
I would say roughly around 6 to 7 years.
And how would you describe the nature of your relationship? Were you friends? Were you work associates?
Yes, we were friends, and of course, you know, as she grew into her career as an artist, I came along as a assistant or a team player, best friend.
And how long did you work with her as an assistant, would you say?
From 20. I don't know the exact years, but maybe late 2018 or early 2019 up until the incident.
Okay.
And what were you and Megan doing out in Los Angeles on July 12th, 2020?
I actually had returned back to Los Angeles. I had came back from Houston after coming over the coronavirus. She had told me to come back. We were shooting a music video to WAP with Cardi B that week, so that is why we were back in LA.
Okay. And
I want to make a correction. We went back to LA after we were staying in New York for a little while filming. Once the pandemic broke out, we were supposed to travel overseas. Overseas got closed down, so we ended up relocating to LA.
Now, when you say relocating, was the plan that you were going to temporarily be staying in LA for a period of time?
Correct.
Okay. And what was the plan as far as how long you were going to be staying there?
Until the pandemic was, over, until everybody was back free to continue on with their, lives.
Were you guys staying together or in separate?
We were together. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as far as this particular night, was there any event or anything going on?
There was no event, so we actually.
There was no event. Y'all know why that investigator and that prosecutor asked her that shit, right? Hit the like button. Y'all know why that prosecutor asked Kelsey, was there some type of event going on or some type of event taking place at this household, at this mansion, all right? At this mansion. But you know what's crazy? Y'all know what's really crazy, right? Because we all know the dark shit that Travis Scott is into. We all know the crazy shit that the Kardashians are into. And we also know the wild shit that Megan is into. It's no secret. We see Megan's what? Symbolism. As she represents the serpent of all serpents. She made 2 videos back to back depicting serpents. The first one was Cobra. The second one was Hiss. Okay? So, which means, y'all pay attention. Like I've said, as I strategically break this down, the Cobra was the hatching. Then the second video, now that the snake has been reborn, all right, came out the eggshell, she make the what? Hiss. When a snake hiss, what that mean? When a snake hiss, what do that mean? They about to strike, right? They about to bite something, right? Ain't that right, y'all? You see, nobody actually paid attention to everything that transpired right after Tory started getting blamed for shooting Megan. It was so much going on. Like how they kept bringing her up on Saturday Night Live. Continuing to what? Tory Lanez, blah blah this, blah blah that, and the third. Kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. And like I said, where's everybody at with this same energy? That same energy. Because, like I said, I don't care who don't like it. Okay? I'm going to fucking bring it up because ain't nobody on the platforms bringing it up. Okay? So, here the fuck we go. Respect for all black women, as Megan Thee Stallion literally weaponized her position in America as a black woman. Megan manipulated her position as a black woman in America. Megan Thee Stallion weaponized the fact that she was a woman that was being taken advantage of by Tory fucking Lanez. And when I say that she weaponized it because we all know when it comes to domestic situations, the female has the what? The female has the what? momentum, right? Regardless of what. Regardless if the female started it, the female could have hit the nigga first. It don't even matter. The female always will have the momentum. In a domestic situation, when it comes to handling things legally, when it comes to the public eye and the public's perspective, everybody's going to automatically rule in the favor of the woman until all the goddamn facts come out. Now, shout out to all my strong black women, not my weak black women, because this is a weak bitch. And everybody who signed that fucking letter, they weak too. Fuck all them bitches. Report me, because all y'all should be right now. Every last one of you motherfuckers should be the same way y'all sent that open letter. Supporting Tory Lanez and everybody coming out. I got every goddamn receipt, y'all. All right, I got every negative tweet from celebrities, entertainers, you name it. All right? But this is what I have a problem with here. And that's why I'm going to say it. I don't give a fuck who don't like. All these motherfuckers right here that I just scrolled past, they need to be issuing Tory Lanez a public apology right now. What is they waiting on? And they need to be calling Megan out. You fucking goofy. Hold up. These motherfuckers right here. And I don't care who don't like it. Shout out to all my strong black women that protect their kings from shit like this. Hit the like button. Where my strong black women at? That protect our black queen, our black kings, excuse me, and vice versa. Because like I said, it was a whole movement put together to destroy Tory Lanez's character, diminish his career, and everything he done worked hard for. And everybody sitting back acting like they ain't do a goddamn thing to help entice this situation. They ain't do a goddamn thing to what? Help manipulate this situation. Right? Right. So we gonna call all these black, no good, weak bitches out. Because if y'all bitches stand for these weak ass bitches, something wrong with y'all. And if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. Let me say it again. Where all my strong black women at that stand on real shit, morally, traditionally, that don't weaponize themselves as being a black woman in America for their benefit. Where's my strong black women at that protect our kings from shit like this? Because the narrative has already been painted. Sorry to say. The narrative has already been painted, y'all. And like I said, the same energy that they fucking had when this situation popped off, now everything is coming to the light. All these motherfuckers need to what? Just like they do in court. Recant they motherfucking statement and withdraw that motherfucking open letter, bitch. Because it says, check it out. In an open letter penned by the SBGWC, the Southern Black Girls Women Consortium, several activists, professionals, celebrities spoke out in support of Megan Thee Stallion. The letter mentioned, you don't deserve any of this. Hit the like button. Hold up. Look at this ugly bitch. You don't deserve to look like that, but you do, right? You don't deserve to look like that, but you do, right? I swear to God, y'all, that bitch look like KRS-One. Who don't like it? Now that's the truth. That ain't no lie. Let's write an open letter and see how many motherfucking signatures we get if this bitch don't look like KRS-One. And most importantly, to be safe, notable figures who signed the letter, they signed the letter, included Tarana Burke, Tamika Stilling, Black Lives Matters Money, Mallory, Maxine Waters, Mark Lamont Hill, Angela Ray, who gives a damn, Ethu Kane, and plenty more. But everybody's sitting back, right? Like they ain't contribute to Tory Lane's sentencing, right? Everybody sitting back like they ain't contribute to Tory Lane. Where all these black bitches at now? And where all these fake ass kings at? Like this goofy. All right? This shit is crazy. But this, I'm dead ass though. I'm dead ass. They should be recanting their statements. And they should take this open letter back. Because it's crazy how this open letter, y'all, got so much attention. But when Tory wrote his open letter, it got blackballed. It got shadow banned. I got the receipts. I ain't even know the motherfucker wrote an open letter. Did y'all hit the like button? Oh yeah, I'm getting hot, boy. I'm starting to sweat and shit. Yo, let me say it again. It's mighty funny how shit is based on lies, and this open letter in support of Megan Thee Stallion got all this recognition. But when Tory Lanez wrote his open letter, the bitch got blackballed. It got shadow banned, y'all. All right? They wouldn't have it on no websites. Shade Room. Where the Shade Room at? All that shit the Shade Room was posting. Why they ain't posting shit now? Why they ain't posting the what? But like I said, shout out the whole nation up in here. What it say? Check it out. I never even knew Tory Lanez wrote a goddamn open letter. Did y'all? Hit the like button. This goes to show you what we're dealing with. How many of y'all knew Tory Lanez wrote an open letter? Shout out the whole nation up in here. I appreciate y'all. How many of y'all in here knew Tory Lanez wrote an open letter to the LA District Attorney? Exactly. But how many motherfuckers in here knew that, okay, KRS-One, all right, in the boogie down Bronx, the bridge is over, 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 huh? Knew that this bitch had a whole letter written up in support of Megan Thee Stallion. All right? And it's crazy. And it's going to get crazier. Because look, Lord here. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Alright? But these motherfuckers think we all stupid. They think we all dumb, right? Shout out the whole nation. The same energy that they had from the gate, they need to have right now. But they're not. They need to be what? Apologizing to Tory Lanez. All right? Putting that shit on every goddamn blog, media post, just like they did when they was what? Tearing them down. Right? Just like him. Hit the like button. And I know y'all like, who? Okay? Just like this goof.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Thee Stallion. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Thee Stallion.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Thee Stallion. Chris Rock was with the shit too. Chris Rock was with the shit too. Now, you know what? This was right around that time that him and Will Smith had that little shit going on. Remember the smack, the fake ass smack that was heard across the goddamn world? Okay? All right? You could tell Chris Rock, you could look at the look in his face. You could tell that he was forced to do this. Look at him. Do he look comfortable? Do he look comfortable? He look off than a motherfucker, right? Now, this is Megan Thee Stallion's infamous SNL performance. Shout out everybody up in here. Hit the like button. Drop a one in the chat if we loud and clear. Drop a one in the chat if that video loud and clear. Did you hear that? Pay attention, y'all. As you hear the backdrop with all the duality and all the what? Gunshots. Look at the holes. Look at the gunshots. The holes in the glass, right? All this is symbolic. All this is symbolic. As they're holding their hands up. Y'all know what this is about? This is about savage behavior. She says she's a savage. A savage, right? Listen to what they say savages do. Listen. Pay attention, y'all.
The color of your
See the blood? Look at the blood coming out of this shit. Y'all not seeing this shit? Look at the blood oozing out up here, y'all. It's no different from the people that sold our people out into slavery, right? Savages. So why are they what? Standing for savages. As you're going to hear Megan say, I'm a savage. The like button, which means she's a liar. She'll sell you out. She'll snake you. She don't give a fuck. It's saying right here in our face. A savage sells their own people out, right? Nobody paid attention to this. Hit the like button. A savage sells their own people out, right? Right. What else does a savage do? Okay? It says the black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected woman in America. Why? Because of a savage. I want you to hate the texture of your hair.
the color of your skin,
And the color of your skin.
the shape of your nose.
And the shape of your nose. Savage.
Who taught you to hate yourself?
Who taught you to hate yourself? Pay attention, y'all.
From the top of your head
From the top of your head
to the soles of your feet.
to the soles of your feet. Savage.
Daniel Cameron is no different than the
Daniel Cameron is no different than the what?
sellout Negroes
Than the sellout Negroes
that sold our people
that sold our people into slavery like savages.
Into slavery by savages.
So what the fuck are we doing here? What are we doing here? Huh? So as I strategically break this shit down, every last one of these motherfuckers that I was naming, they're all savages. Strategic drop. All these bitches. Every last one of them. All of them. All of them. All of them. And they put it right in our goddamn face. Right in our face. And she says, we need to protect our black women. You see, this is how Tory Lanez also got convicted too, y'all. All right, she was using that black power, black woman shit. Like I said, she ain't no black woman. That bitch a demon. She'll tell you to her face, I'm a savage. And they telling y'all, they giving y'all the definition of what savage stand for, as far as they concerned, right? Right? Right. And like I said, the situation with them using this black power, the black woman, contribute to Tory Lanez being sentenced. He was already guilty. He was already guilty before he had a fair trial. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. I see y'all up in here. Shout out the whole nation, man. I appreciate y'all. Savages lie, cheat, and steal. All right? And what they say, if you lie, you cheat. If you cheat, you steal. All right? And if you do all three of them, when your brother turn his back, all right, you'll kill his ass. You'll kill his ass. All right? All right? And like I said, all this shit that they did, no, we ain't done yet. All right? We ain't done yet. Like I said, they still kept trying to push that woman shit. They still kept trying to push that black power woman shit. Now, like I said, this ain't no shot at none of the black women in America. But this is a shot at you sorry pieces of shit women that call yourself and go by the savage code. All right? This ain't for my queens that stand on real shit, that protect our kings. A real queen protect their king. Even if he put himself in a situation to try to protect you and take the weight, a real queen will not allow it. Hit the like button. Let me say it again. Even if that king was to take up your situation and fall and take the fall for your wrongdoing, a real queen would not allow her king to do that. A real queen gonna stand on her responsibilities, all right, and learn from her mistakes. A real queen is not gonna allow their king to go to jail for some shit that they didn't do, knowing what actually happened. Queens don't do that. Queens don't send their kings to jail with lies, bro. Queens protect their kings. Queens protect other queens because they know what it's like to be queen. And kings protect other kings because they know what it's like to be king. Okay, but everybody need to take all this shit back. It's like I said, man, they even was still trying to use this black woman power, Kamala Harris bullshit, all right, to give Megan some more push.
About to make history with the first female president.
The first female president, right? Right? And shout out to all my strong black females out there. I love y'all. I do. I have a lot of strong black females in my family. A lot of strong black females that I associate myself with that is totally against what the fuck these goofies right here done did. And just like they was telling me last night, these the main bitches right here on this screen that needs to be sending an open letter, an apology to Tory Lanez, and they should be getting on Megan Thee Stallion because y'all was supporting her and her lies. Look at the fucking note that they wrote. Look at the note. Check it out. Like this bitch was bigger than life. They act like this bitch was Janet Jackson or somebody. You are larger than life. Your name is in lights. Your face on billboards. Your song in history books. Look at this shit. She ain't the only one. And this still just the beginning of your story. You right, it sure is. In a very short amount of time, you achieve success probably beyond your wildest dreams. And it seems that each day brings a new announcement about something amazing you've done or are prepared to do. Women all over the world consider you as inspiration. You see this, right? Meaning they want all of the nasty, low-down bitches that ain't got no respect for their king, all right, to what? Be a what? Savage. Strategic breakdown now. Savage. Women all over the world consider you an inspiration. Why? Hold up. Strategic drop. Why? Savage. Women consider her inspiration. Why? Because they don't respect themselves, right? Check it out.
The color of your skin, the shape of your nose.
Who taught you? Who taught you? The savage. Pay attention to how they actually articulating this shit. Women all over the world consider you an inspiration, in part because you make them feel good about themselves. You see this shit? By shaking their ass and lying? By sending another man to jail? You see this? This is the new norm. This is what they're trying to teach this generation that's coming up, and the generation that's coming up after them, and the generation that's already sustained here. Motherfuckers get a kick out of lying, get a kick out of cheating. They get a kick out of stealing. It's an adrenaline rush for them. It makes them feel good to send a motherfucker to jail that ain't do nothing, right? Right? It makes all the women feel good that Tory done lost his goddamn career because the Megan lied, right? He got kids to feed too, right? Oh, it make them bitches feel good that they stripped another black man of his freedom. Shout out everybody up in here. As you risen to the top, you also had to endure a lot of obstacles along the way. In the face of triumph and tragedy alike, you always kept your head held high and maintain your poise and push forward. All right? However, while so many of us celebrate you for your strength and really perseverance, really, bitch, it must be said that you have been treated in ways that no young woman or person should be treated at all. This is crazy, y'all. And we don't even hear these motherfuckers go in the back for motherfuckers that's getting knocked down right now. It's women all over that's really going through shit for real. Real shit. And they ain't said a goddamn word about nothing. Black Lives Matter, Tamika Mallory, all the motherfuckers that disappeared. Now, like I said, check it out. Bloggers, check this out. It must be said that our culture has failed you. One of its most brightly shining daughters. Okay? In July of 2020, you experienced a violation of the highest order at the hands of someone whom you considered a friend, since you had to endure public harassment and taunting, not only from that person, but from others choosing to stand with him. Okay, so now that this shit has flipped, they need to be giving who? This man a public apology. But let's continue. Bloggers have circulated rumors. No, bloggers told the goddamn truth. When y'all was the ones circulating the rumors for juicy gossip, it was us bloggers that were standing with Tory. As to say, bloggers have circulated rumors and what? Excitedly reported on the most traumatic experience of your life as if it were juicy gossip. You see this, right? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, bro. This is crazy work. And like I said, we didn't see any of these females come out and apologize to Tory Lanez about how they contribute to sending that man to jail. It was right after Tory Lanez goes to jail. She tells all these lies. Megan Thee Stallion started what? Showing up where?
Girl hospital.
Hot Girl Hospital, right? 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 Saturday Night Live everywhere, right? Pay attention, y'all. She got the Saturday Night Live spot. Peep the game. Hot Girl Hospital everywhere. And now what comes out, y'all? As she's doing the skit for SNL. Check this out. This is crazy work. Right? Now look what comes out. yesterday, yo. Like I said, man, this shit, you cannot make this shit up.
What happened with you were just one ball sticking on your left. I'm really cutting my right foot. I just stepped on gas the other day. So you were already hurt when you got into the okay. And at that point, your fights were running down from the hospital. And so what happened with you were just one ball sticking on your left. I'm really cutting my right foot. I just stepped on gas the other day. So you were already.
So, yo, it's very ironic, right? Very ironic. Very, very ironic. And like I said, man, she was getting all these SNL spots. All right, she was on Saturday Night Live down there every week, yo. Down there every week. All right, I wonder how many niggas she had to fuck to get that. All right. I'm wondering how many freak offs and how many snake eggs that she had to hatch in her hibernacle to get these SNL parts. Okay, I'm talking about back to back SNL parts. Just out the blue. Back to back. Crazy work. Crazy work. What y'all think about this situation so far? What y'all think about the things that I've been breaking down so far? Because, like I said, man, none of it makes any sense. It never did. And I don't understand. Like I said, yo, I got to keep it all the way 100. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. Tory, bro, we got to get on YouTube. Because like I said, bro, you's the most dumb motherfucker I ever know in my life. Like I said, bro, I'm not going to jail for none of you stank ass hoes. None of you stank ass bitches. Straight up. I ain't fucking up my career for y'all because we know what happened. All right? We know what happened. And Kelsey told us what the fuck happened.
We had actually got invited by Kylie Jenner to come over to her home to hang out. It wasn't like a party invitation. So we made plans to do that. And yeah, so we just went and attended Kylie's invitation.
And then going to Tory Lanez, how long did you know him for this whole thing happened?
We actually had met earlier 2020.
And when you say we, I guess I should probably, when you say we, are you referring to both of you and Meg met him around the same time?
Correct.
Okay.
Early 2020, we attended a brunch, a Rock Nation brunch.
Hit the like
that's
button.
Where we all met.
They met at the Rock Nation brunch. Hit the like button. Freak off. Freak off. Diddy was there. Diddy was there. They met at the 2020 Rock Nation brunch. Y'all. And don't y'all know the 2020 Rock Nation brunch was right after the death of Kobe Bryant? Big ritualistic shit, right? Right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Did y'all hear that? Strategic. Who did Kelsey know to be at that Rock Nation party? Oh, she knew Megan, right? Or did she say we all met at the Rock Nation party? Nope. She said she met Tory at the Rock Nation party. Megan, her, and Megan met Tory at the same time. But let's hold on. Let's go.
Okay. And then what would you say was the relationship with Tory
We made plans to do that. And yeah, so we just went and attended Kylie's invitation.
And then going to Tory Lanez, how long did you know him for before this whole thing happened?
We actually had met earlier 2020.
And when you say we, I guess I should probably, when you say we, are you referring to both of you and Meg met him around the same time?
Correct.
Okay.
Early 2020, we attended a brunch, a Rock Nation brunch.
Early 2020.
And that's where we all met.
Okay. And then what would you say was the relationship with Tory, between you, Meg, and Tory?
She said that's where they all met. 2020.
Up until that night, at least.
Everything was okay. There was no issues. The relationship between me and Tory, you know, it was one of those situations you flirt. This is somebody that Megan wanted me to, you know, I guess have an involvement with. I ended up catching the virus. Actually, I went back to Houston. Her lease was up with her apartment. Got her apartment situated, caught the virus, and I stayed there. And I guess between that time, Megan and Tory became close. I don't know what the relationship was, but, you know, they were with each other often, and that was that.
Okay.
And then you came back out and met back up with them in California.
Correct.
How long would you say you were back out in California before this night in July?
Less than a week, if not a week, less than a week.
Were you staying with Meg at the time?
That's correct.
Okay. And then that night, you said you guys got an invitation from Kylie?
We didn't get the invitation that night. We received the invitation at the music video,
Okay.
which I believe that was maybe 2 days prior to the July 12th, or maybe a day prior to. And so, yeah.
So, did you go to Kylie's house with Meg?
Correct. She asked me to come with her.
Okay. Who else besides you and Meg went to Kylie's house?
In our party, our group, it was me, Megan, and her stylist, EJ King.
Okay. And then, do you remember about what time you got there?
I want to say around 6, 7 p.m. I believe that's the time we finally got there.
Okay. And so once you got there, what was everyone doing?
So once we got there, it was, you know, I want to say maybe 6 people that Kylie already had present.
Like button.
Megan volunteered to cook nachos, and so she actually began to cook nachos, and we were all outside just interacting, and then we began to play beer pong.
Oh, there's a pool outside too, right?
There's a pool.
Okay. So you guys were all hanging out. You said Kylie had maybe about 6 or so people there already at the house?
Correct.
Do you know who any of those people were?
Yes.
Listen now, she about to name some of the people that was in the house. Strategic drop, all right? Keep your ears open now. Now, there's some people that she left out. And I got some receipts of the people that was actually there also. But watch the names that she said.
Well, I didn't know them until that night.
Oh, I see. Okay. Were any of them Tory, though, at the time you arrived?
No.
Okay. Who were the other 6 people, if you remember?
So her 3 best friends, I believe one, his name was Faye or Phi. The other guy, I can't remember his name. There was a female friend of hers, Kris Jenner's husband or boyfriend, Odell Beckham.
Hit the like button.
Odell Beckham's friend. Actually 9 people. And then a guy by the name of, what's his name? Their sons to a celebrity was 2. So 9 people.
Okay.
Okay, so she switched. Now it's about to get heated up, y'all. Strategic. We an hour and 20 minutes into the show. All right, if y'all can hit the like button, man. All right, I would really appreciate it. She said, first it was 6 people. Then she said 9 people. All right? But if you peep the names, she claimed that she forgot. She said it was 3 of Kylie friends there. 3. And she said 3 of those friends were guys. Okay? She named one of them. She said one was named Faye or something. And, oh, I forgot the other one name. I forgot. I tried to tell you. The other person is Travis Scott. One of those individuals is Travis Scott. Travis Scott was at that goddamn party with Odell Beckham. You know how I know? Because why is Odell Beckham there with your bitch and you ain't there? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. We know Odell Beckham ain't in your motherfucking house with your bitch and a whole bunch of other bitches. If you ain't there, I try to tell everybody, this was Kylie's and Megan's home. I mean, excuse me. Man, I'm all over the place. This was Kylie and Travis Scott's house. Travis Scott just bought this house. They're leaving Travis Scott out of this. I'm here to tell y'all, I'm going to be the first one to tell y'all, bro, before it even come out. Travis Scott was at that house that night. Travis Scott was there when the situation took place. Because there's no way Tory Lanez up in your house, all these other niggas up in your house, all these other freak bitches up in your house. You know your girl Kylie a freak. That's why you with her, Travis. Odell Beckham up in that bitch. I know goddamn well you ain't got your bitch up in there with all them freaks. And you ain't up in there, Travis Scott. Make it make sense. Everybody pay attention. I'm going to run it back again.
The guy, I can't remember his name, here to cook.
People, if you remember.
So her three best friends, I believe one, his name was Faye or Phi. The other guy, I can't remember his name. There was a female friend of hers, Kris Jenner's husband or boyfriend, Odell Beckham, and Odell Beckham's friend. And actually 9 people. And then
all these people, friends of friends, friends of freaks, freaks of freaks of friends of freaks. Goddamn. But Travis Scott ain't nowhere in sight, right? Right.
A guy by the name of, what's his name? Their sons to a celebrity was 2, so 9 people.
Okay. So everyone's hanging out. Sounds like everyone's having fun.
The name of
people, if you remember.
So her 3 best friends, I believe one, his name was Faye or Phi. The other guy, I can't remember his name. There was a female friend of hers, Kris Jenner's husband or boyfriend, Odell Beckham, and Odell Beckham's friend. And actually 9 people. And then a guy by the name of, what's his name? Their sons to a celebrity was 2, so 9 people.
Okay. So everyone's hanging.
So yo, hit the like button as more information continue to come out, man. Thank GFTV for bringing this shit to the light. Check it out. Did y'all hear the names that she just laid down? First she said 6, then she said 9. All right. And now those 6 or 9 people, all right, it seems like she forgot 6 or 9 goddamn names. I'm going to keep it real. All right, because every goddamn time it came for her to name one person, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's him. And I don't know. She just all over the damn place. All over the damn place. Now, like I said, y'all, I got the goddamn receipt and I brought it to the light in the first goddamn place. You know why? Because everybody demanded to know. All right? Everybody deserves to know. This home right here. All right? Like I've been trying to tell everyone. This is Travis Scott's house. This is the house they were at. Kyle Jenner's house. Right here. All right? Travis Scott. See this, right? All right. We all know her and Travis Scott is a couple, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? And we know Travis Scott and Odell Beckham is cool, right? Let's see. Hit the like button as I strategically break this down because I know motherfucking well your homie ain't up in there with all these freaks, nigga, and you ain't up in there, bro. All right? So something got to give, my nigga. All right? So we about to find out. We about to find out. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. And I don't even eat them shits no more. Shout out everybody up in here. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this. Boy, I'm surgical. I'm surgical. Hit the like button. I earned mine. I earned mine. So you mean to tell me, let's make real life matters. Make real life sense. Females, niggas, whichever side of the fence you stand on. All right? You mean to tell me you gonna be gone somewhere while your nigga or your bitch in your house with a whole bunch of motherfucking freaks and you ain't up in there? Hit the like button. That's what we doing with your best friend? Wait a minute. I even left that part out. I even left that part out. You try to tell me, female, on my fire starters, female fire starters, and on my male fire starters, you mean to tell me you will allow your best friend to stay in your mansion with his friends? He bringing people, his people's bringing people, other celebrities up in there, Tory Lanez up in there, the hottest female rapper / freak in the game up in there. Her people's up in there. Everybody up in there, including your bitch, except you. That's how it's going, y'all. Remind me. Your best friend, make it make sense. You mean tell me Odell Beckham and Travis Scott are known to have a friendship and have been seen together in various social settings. They also been associated in hype mixes and videos that combine their names. You see this, right? Check it out. More events. They're connected like New York telephone. Okay? So we done heard about Odell Beckham at these Diddy parties, and now he's where? Now he's where? He's at Kylie Jenner house when the situation happened with Megan Thee Stallion and them, yo. All right? He there, Travis Scott there, they all there. They all there. That's why Kaylee told them, y'all got to get the fuck out. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to go right now. Y'all got to leave my shit. Get out. I don't give a fuck if you ask that. That's why they threw Megan out. She didn't even have her clothes and shit on. Travis Scott and Odell Beckham, strategic drop, threw Tory Lanez and them out. That's why when Tory Lanez got locked up, he ain't even had no clothes on. All he had on was shorts. Strategic drop. He threw all their ass out, y'all. He said, all y'all got to get the fuck out. So Travis Scott and Odell Beckham, he threw their ass out. That's why they all look like, damn. When the police Looking through the car, everything is everywhere, right? Everything is all unorganized. They ain't got no clothes on. They ain't even moving right. Tory Lanez in the front seat with the driver. They ain't got the proper security with them or nothing, yo. Nothing at all. They slipping. Travis Scott kicked their ass the fuck up out of there. All right, and we're going to hear Kelsey say, yo, Megan, you got to go. Yo, tell Megan she got to get the fuck out of here, bro. She's drunk, fucked up, acting stupid.
Yeah, it sounds like everyone's having fun. People were drinking.
Yes.
Okay, and then what goes on as the night carries on?
So, we were playing beer pong, having a great time. Played, she has a basketball court out there also. We played basketball. Megan was cooking. She came out, and she was just like, oh, y'all are having fun without me. And we were like, well, come join us, And so she joined us. We were all enjoying ourselves. Of course, we ended up into the pool, having fun, enjoying ourselves from there. Everybody's still having fun, drinking, consuming alcohol. And that's kind of when the night just began to, I guess, go left a little.
Okay. And when you say go left, what do you mean?
Uh-oh.
So it was a point of time where I lost my conscience, and due to the alcohol consumption.
She said she passed out, y'all. They were fucked up. They were getting done dirty, bro. They were getting dug out all day, all night. It was a P. Diddy freak off, Odell Beckham style, and Travis Scott style. She said, I passed out. I lost my consciousness at one time. Hit the like button. Everybody had to pay attention to this goddamn audio very, very, very clearly and listen in depth to what the fuck is really going on. She said she passed out. At one point in time, she lost her consciousness. They were in that bitch getting done dirty. Hit the like button if y'all know what I'm talking about. All right? Motherfuckers had sloppy seconds, third, fourth, disgusting fifths, ill, fives and six and 7 and 8s. Word is born, they was lined up. They were doing the dirty. She probably all drinking and shit, popping all them pills and shit, doing the dirty. And we all know Megan loved to drink. She popped pills. She sniffed cocaine. Kelsey sniffed cocaine. Nigga, we gon' tell it. Stop the shit. Stop the shit. Stop the shit. The same way like y'all tried to humiliate and embarrass Tory, y'all gonna get what the fuck y'all deserve. Y'all knew what was coming to y'all. What you talking about? They knew. They knew. That bitch said she passed out. They had to put the IV in that bitch arm. P. Diddy, IV on the scene. The bitch passed out. They had to call P. Diddy. And like, yo, Diddy. Yo, Diddy. Yo, what the fuck I do? P. Diddy like, man, what the fuck you mean what you do? Fucking call me for? Bitch. Y'all brought these motherfuckers to the Rock Nation brunch in the first goddamn place. All right? Now, this bitch passed out. What we do? Okay. All right. Y'all go in the kitchen. All right? Go in the kitchen. Goddamn it. Get some goddamn some rope, a tourniquet. Motherfucker, get a vein and just start shooting shit in them. And if they jump up, they jump up. If they don't, they don't. Just leave them. Fuck it. We rich. We'll get away with anything. We rich. I'm P. Diddy. I got you. Just kick them bitches out. I got you. I make sure, Travis Scott, your name won't get out there. I make sure, Odell Beckham, your name won't get out there. I'll protect you. They had to call Diddy for this type of protection, y'all. All right, but let's go.
Do you know, I mean, it's hard to say because you're losing consciousness, but do you remember about what time it was?
We weren't following up with the time, honestly. We weren't following up with the time. We were having a great time.
Did you get a sense of how long you'd probably at least been there before you started, maybe kind of losing out on?
I would say about...
She passed out. I can't believe
maybe
it.
10, 11, somewhere around there.
Remember about what time it was?
We weren't following up with the time, honestly. We weren't following up with the time. We were having a great time.
Did you get a sense of how long you'd probably at least been there before you started, maybe
Listen.
kind of losing out on?
I would say about maybe 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I'll say that. That's not, I don't know how accurate that is.
Okay.
So by the time I came back to my senses, Tory's now here, but everybody's gone. Everybody's gone, so now it's just me, Megan, Tory, EJ, the stylist.
When she came back to her senses, she ain't know what happened. They was doing the dirty while she was asleep, bro. She woke up, everybody was gone, but she ass naked.
And Kylie, of course.
Do you have any sense of what time it was when you came to?
No, again, I wasn't following up with the time. So.
But you were like awake and lucid when Tory showed up?
When Tory, I wasn't there, like I didn't know when Tory showed up. I can't tell you what time Tory showed up. To my knowledge, Megan called a few people on FaceTime and asked him to come over.
When you kind of came to, though, you saw him there, how were you feeling there at that point? As far as
I was aware. Okay. I was okay.
Okay.
So now we're still in the pool. It's Kylie, Tory, and Megan. They're kind of in like an area. I'm actually in the hot tub at this point. I believe that was a hot tub. I can't remember if that was a hot tub or just a smaller pool she has. EJ is sitting. She has like a cabana style setup. Mm-hmm. He's sitting over there on his phone. So we're all just kind of just minding our business. You can hear at the end of the pool, Megan is just like laughing uncontrollably. And it was.
She gonna be like, yo, what you laughing for? Check it out. Peep the game. Now, she just woke up. She was knocked out for hours. She don't know what happened. She ain't know the time. She don't even know the day. She just coming back to her senses now. All right, now she going out. She woke up. She said she ain't see nobody. Everybody gone. All right, now she walking out towards the pool area. All right, she's going to see Megan and Tory. And Megan is laughing uncontrollably. You know why? Because Megan is laughing about what the fuck happened when she passed out. Peep the game, though. All right? But you can tell that Kelsey got to try to flip it, all right, in the favor of her and Megan. But peep the game, because we hear her say that I just woke up, I was passed out, I ain't know what happened. And when I woke up, everybody was gone that was around me. Now she going down to the pool area. First person she see is Megan, and Megan is laughing, ha, 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 and can't stop laughing. Peep the game now.
It wasn't normal. I never heard her laugh like this, so you can kind of tell something was wrong. Tory did call for my name, and I acted like I didn't hear it. And Megan, Megan was like, no, come back. I heard that, but Tory was going between Megan and Kylie. And EJ said, Kelsey, it's time to go. Like, let's go. It's getting late. The alcohol consumption, it's time to go. So I said,
Kelsey said it's time to go. Y'all got to go. Hear that, right?
Okay, I told Megan, hey, let's go. And she didn't want to leave. So I just went upstairs. I was going to go pack our suitcases because Kylie had, when we got there, Kylie led us to a room where we can change and hang out and sleep or whatever. So I went upstairs to pack our suitcases. They were already packed. EJ had packed them. So I put my pajama set on. It's a top and a bottom. So I put my set on. I came back downstairs. I loaded EJ's vehicle, who we rode with. I loaded his vehicle with our suitcases. And, you know, at that point, I went back in. She wasn't ready to go. So me and EJ stayed outside. I sat inside of the car with Tory security.
Do you know that guy's name?
Quan.
Okay.
Quan.
Now, he was security. Was he also basically Tory's driver, too?
Tory's security driver friend. You know, kind of just playing all of the roles, right.
Did you know him before this date, Quan?
I honestly had never met Quan.
Okay, that was the first time you
That was my first time meeting Quan.
Did you know, was he like local to LA or did he travel with Tory? Do you know?
I know he didn't travel with Tory because, like I said, that was my first time meeting him. I don't know when Quan came in or how long they've been acquainted, or he was just there for that night. I can't tell you.
So he had a separate car.
Tory had a separate car.
And that's the car you got.
That's the car I got into. I sat in the front seat.
They was loose in that motherfucker. Look who they was around. She even said, yo, yeah, I was on FaceTime with my friends and shit. Like, hey, fuck, they're like, yo, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here. I used to look at this shit growing up when I was little. Now I'm finally here. I can't believe it. Yeah, yo, like, bruh, she got straight into groupie mode, Angela. Right off the rip, straight into groupie mode. You ain't no way a stranger is supposed to get that comfortable in somebody's home. That's how you know that she was loose and she been loose. That's why her and Megan so close like that. That's why they was at that Rock Nation brunch. In order for you to be a goose, you had to be loose, right? Right? And we all know these motherfuckers loose as a motherfucking goose. Ain't that right? And it all go down at the Rock Nation brunch as well, right? That Rock Nation brunch. The first part is just like a P. Diddy shit. All right, the normal festivities. Everybody mingling and you know what I mean? They doing the regular shit. You heard? But then it's an after party. You see what I'm saying? And shit be going down. That's why it ain't been no Rock Nation brunches since P. Diddy been locked up. Peep the game, yo. The Rock Nation and the Diddy freak-offs was the exact same thing. They was the exact same thing. The exact same thing. The exact same thing, yo. And remember, where everybody met at. And peep the game. Strategic drop. In order for all of this to happen, like Angela said, they damn sure got comfortable, right? Damn right they got comfortable. Because it was a Rock Nation brunch comfortability before anything. All right, they already got acquainted at the Rock Nation brunches. This wasn't their first time. Wasn't their first time. We all know who be there. They said they met at the Rock Nation brunch 2020, right? So we're going to strategically go back to the Rock Nation brunch in 2020 and see who was there and see what pictures come up. All right, hit the like button. This is the Rock Nation brunch 2020. Jay-Z with the pink on. Diddy is there. Look, strategic drop. There you go. I told you I'll find it. I told you, yo. I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best. You see that, right? You see this shit. Hit the like button, bro. I earned mine. This is what you call research. Paying attention, all right, and break it down. all the vital information that you are receiving and go for what you know. Jay-Z and Beyonce invite Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion to their Rock Nation brunch. Strategic drop, boy. And this is on the fly with it. I'm doing this on the fly. You heard? Okay, so this is where it all got comfortable at. Right here. This is where Megan got groomed at. Tory got groomed. Kelsey got groomed. All of them got groomed. Everybody that was there. I bet you Odell Beckham was there too. Okay, but look at the major players. Okay? I got the keys. I got the keys. DJ Khaled, major key. Kevin Hart. Diddy. This is crazy work, yo. So now it all makes total sense, don't it? Yo, these motherfuckers connected to everything, yo. For real. Everything negative. Fucking around coming back to Rock Nation. Every time. Every time. And now we also got okay. Odell Beckham and Travis Scott. And we heard Kelsey say, we always at the Rock Nation brunch together. We always at the Rock Nation brunch together. All right, so you ain't gonna get this nowhere else. As we're going through this interrogation audio, everything that she's saying, I could bring it to y'all visually. All the damn receipts, everything that she's trying to cut through and cut around. I could bring y'all the receipts while it's playing and break that shit down and make it make real sense. Seven months. Everybody met at the Rock Nation brunch. 7 months. Shit happened in July. 7 months later. Okay? And it was said at this Rock Nation brunch, ladies and gentlemen, that Jay-Z offered Tory Lanez some type of marketing distribution deal that he turned down, as he wanted Tory Lanez to be, as I'm about to bring y'all strategical information that has never been brought to the light. Just like Jay-Z was upset with Young Dolph and how Dolph did him with that contract. At this Rock Nation brunch, y'all, like I said, everybody don't get invites. Pay attention. Like I said, man, I won't shoot y'all no shit that I won't shoot my motherfucking self. And I always bring my receipts. Always. Now, at this Rock Nation brunch, we all know anybody can't get no invite. You have to be in there like swimwear, if you understand what I mean. All right. Anybody can't get no invite here. I don't give a fuck who you is or what you doing. Anybody can't get no invite, y'all. Pay attention. Not just no anybody. Tory Lanez got invited real quick, right? Pay attention. Right off the rip. Right? Check it. They said Jay-Z invited Tory Lanez right along with Megan at this Rock Nation brunch, and he offered Tory Lanez some type of deal with, though he wanted Tory Lanez to be the face of Rock Nation Canada. Y'all hit the like button, strategic drop. And it's all gonna come out. Hit the like button. He wanted Tory Lanez to be the face of Rock Nation Canada as he was trying to branch off and expand Rock Nation to Canada, y'all. All right. You see how the paper plane logo is on the what? Rock Nation logo. All right. He wanted Tory Lanez, all right, to be the head of Rock Nation Canada. And it was going to have the Canada on the paper plane. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right. And Tory Lanez turned down the deal at this Rock Nation brunch. At this Rock Nation brunch. Check it out. See this, right? This is the Rock Nation paper plane logo. All right. He wanted Tory Lanez. He offered Tory Lanez a deal. And he wanted Tory Lanez to be the face of Rock Nation Canada, y'all. Hold on a second. I got to answer this call. Apologize about that, yo. That was Mom Dukes, yo. But yo, check it out. Right? He wanted Tory Lanez to be the face of Rock Nation Canada. All right. And it was going to have the Canada flag, just like we see, similar with the American flag on the paper plane. It was going to have the Canadian flag. And Tory Lanez was going to be the president or some type of high position within that Rock Nation Canada. And this is why he got invited to this Rock Nation brunch. As it says, Jay-Z invite Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. All right? Because Megan was who? Rock Nation already, right? You see, Jay was already, as we already done heard, the rumors that Jay was using Megan to try to get to Tory anyway, right? Because Tory was so talented. Not only was he talented, he was smart. He was smart. Jay-Z knew that. Jay-Z knew he had the sense to run this company, this Rock Nation Canada. As y'all see how he broke the shit with the NFTs, right? And he did that after. He did that after the Rock Nation brunch. So imagine how Jay-Z felt. Pay attention. Imagine how Jay-Z felt. Because he turned down the Rock Nation Canada deal. And then he went live like a month or two later and told everybody that he broke the code with the NFT shit. And now y'all ain't got to wait on no labels. You ain't got to wait on this man to tell you can't do this. You ain't got to wait on Spotify, Apple, none of that shit that they tell you that you got to wait on. When was, as I strategically break this down, y'all, when was the first case of COVID? When was the first case of COVID? It was the day after Kobe Bryant died, right? Hold on. Hit the like button. Another strategic drop. The Rock Nation brunch was on January 25th. Kobe Bryant died January 26th. And the first case of COVID was in New York City, the day after Kobe died, January 27th. And January 25th was the same night as a lot of things happened on that weekend. Crazy though. A lot of things happened on this weekend here in January around this Rock Nation brunch. All right. Kobe lost his life. Had the Grammys. He had the Rock Nation brunch. And then we had the infamous Los Angeles Lakers game with LeBron James in Philadelphia, breaking Kobe Bryant record. Strategic drop. Yo, this is crazy work, bro. This is crazy work. All that happened around this Rock Nation brunch celebration, around these festivities. And right after that, that Monday morning, COVID swept America. All right. And right now, as we live our everyday life, people still impacted, and we're still, all right, living off some of the normalization of that COVID era as they have normalized it. So this shit is wild. And this shit is crazy. And not to mention, y'all, now I'm saying, Kelsey said that they all met at the Rock Nation brunch. I wonder, as we heard Kelsey say that her and Megan were out in California, y'all, on this shit here, right? She said her and Megan were out in California for a while because of COVID, right? And they were out there chilling. I wonder how long were they out there at that house and chilling. Out there at that house, at that mansion and shit. I believe they was living there. I believe they was living there, yo. I believe they was living there. Because, first of all, Megan, why you ain't fucking at your own fucking house or your own little condo, your own fuck? Why the fuck you so happy go lucky to be in somebody else's house and somebody else's pool going live?
Quan sat in his driver's seat, and I was actually on FaceTime with my sister, and we were talking, you know, just kind of one of those things like, girl, you know, like, I can't believe we're here, you know, we used to watch this growing up.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're talking regular talk, and then so EJ says, Kelsey, tell Megan it's time to go, her wig is coming off of her head. So at that point, it's like, okay, no, we have to go, because her appearance isn't,
her wig
you
coming
know, it's
off.
not holding up correctly.
Yeah.
So I went inside and I said, Megan, like, let's go.
Said her wig was coming off.
She didn't even know her wig was coming off. And I said, your wig. So that made her come on and get up out the pool. So Tory stayed in with Kylie. So we come outside. This time, you know, we're making our plans to leave. I guess at some point she tells EJ, no, Tory's taking us home. So they transferred the luggage from EJ's car to Tory's car. And so once they did that, Megan jumped in the front seat. Now Quan's driving, and I'm in the back seat behind Megan.
And EJ just drives off in his own car, right?
Not just yet.
Okay.
So I want to be clear and make sure I'm not losing my. Okay, so once we do that, okay, Megan, she tells Quan to get Tory, like it's time to go. So Quan goes in to grab Tory. We stay in the car. Tory comes out and he's like, no, take them home. You know, his demeanor was, he didn't want to get in the car. Why? You know, I don't know.
Tory didn't want to get in the
Tory
car.
didn't want to get in the car.
Did he seem upset at all?
It wasn't that he was upset. I think he wasn't upset. He just, he did not want to get in the car. He didn't want to get in the car with us. Okay. Like I said, at that point, I'm not aware of why. So anyways, we leave. So Tory stays at the house with Kylie. It's me, Quan, and Megan. So we leave. EJ follows out behind us. He goes home.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, the lockdown, it was in March. But the first case of COVID was January 27th, the day after Kobe Bryant died. They said that was the switch.
Because there's no reason for him to follow us. He's going home. So as we're leaving, Megan is still doing this laugh. I'm kind of just in the back seat, just like, I don't know, just in the back seat. And then I guess she realizes that she had left a slipper, a Louis Vuitton slipper slide that she wears. And so she demanded Quan to take us back to Kylie's. And so we pull up to Kylie's house, and everybody's kind of confused. Her security guards are outside, probably like 6 security guards.
You're talking about Kylie's security guards?
Correct. And he calls to see if it's okay. We come back, and they let us in. So once they let us in, Megan jumps out the vehicle. I stay in the vehicle. Quan follows behind Megan, so it's just me at this point.
Oh, Quan actually gets out of the car with Meg.
Right.
Okay.
So they're inside. It's for a little moment. Then immediately they rush out. Everybody rushes out.
Who's everybody? Okay.
Tory, Quan, Megan. Kylie, she comes out, but she stays on her porch, or her door entry. So Megan jumps back in the front seat. Tory gets in the car, which is now he's behind Quan. He's behind the driver. I'm still behind the front passenger. And Megan says, sorry, I gotta cuss, but she says, bitch. Kylie said, we gotta get the fuck out of here. And I was like, what? Like, why? And so Quan was like, they were in there arguing. I guess Tory and Megan. And so what they were arguing about, I don't know. So it was kind of like,
Kylie said, y'all got to get the fuck out of here. But it wasn't Kylie. As I explained to y'all, it was Travis Scott and Odell Beckham. All right? They kicked Tory Lanez the fuck out. Like, it was really about to, like, pop off in there. Because of what was going on amongst them, bringing all the attention. Odell Beckham and Travis Scott kicked Tory Lanez and them the fuck out. And that's why Tory Lanez and them, they was looking all crazy inside that truck.
Oh, okay.
You see, look, he ain't even got no damn shirt. Look at the mug shot. Look how they look. You can tell they just got kicked out the damn house. He ain't got no shirt. He ain't got no socks on. All right? No Diddy funny shit. He probably ain't got no drawers or nothing. All right? Literally. Y'all get the fuck up out of here. And that's why Megan was ass naked in the goddamn truck. All right? And I believe something happened while they was in the midst of all this wild shit that was going on. I believe it was some type of fucking, allegedly some type of sexual ritual or something that was going on, bro. I'm telling you. Because for them to cover this situation up the way they did and protect the individuals that was there, the names that they protected, lets you know something more darker and sinister was going on there. Just off the names that they're trying to protect. They protected Odell Beckham. They protected Travis Scott. And I'm telling you, I believe it was way more people there than that. That's why they left. We want to see the body cam footage when the police said that they was going back to search the house. Remember they said they was going back to search the house? They need to play that shit. They need to show us that since all this other shit coming out. Because we heard the cops say, yeah, we gonna go back and search the house where the incident happened at. Said it happened in the driveway, right?
And now we're leaving.
And so Megan's in the front, Quan's driving, you're in the back seat behind Quan.
Megan.
Or behind Megan, and Tory's behind Quan.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're leaving. We're driving, you know, going down the road. Megan is laughing still. It's like an uncontrollable laugh. And just out of curiosity, you know, I want to know what's funny. So I'm like, what is funny? Like, what is going on? And Tory, that's when Tory butts in, and he's like, yeah, Megan, why don't you tell your best friend what's so funny? Why don't you tell her how fake you are? And so I'm confused because this was random. And so I said, what? Like, what are you talking about? And Megan's like, Kelsey, don't listen to him. He's just trying to make you mad. And so I'm like, what are you talking about? You know? And
Wow.
you know, next thing you know, the arguing, you know, began with Tory and Megan. They're arguing. They're taking jabs at each other. He's calling her out her name. He's calling her, like, I've never heard him speak like this, you know,
Any
so.
of the stuff he was saying?
I can't honestly recall, like, verbatim. He was definitely calling her, like, bitches and hoes. And so, you know, I stepped in and I said, you know, you're not going to talk to my friend like that, you know. Like, I don't care what y'all got going on, but you're not going to talk to her like that in front of me. So he got offended, and now me and him are arguing. And we're taking, you know, honestly, when I argue, I can say things that are hurtful too. So he was saying mean things, so I was saying mean things back to him. And
do you remember any of the exchange?
I'm about to get to what I do remember. He began to say, you know, I'm from, like, he just started like, I'm from Canada, like, basically, I guess insinuating that they're gangsters or something. I don't know. I'm from Canada, my nigga. Like, do you know? And I'm like, okay. And like, so, you know, now we're just going back and forth. It's like, I'm going back and forth with him. He's going back and forth with Megan. He said, my nigga, I'll shoot you. And so
He said that to you?
He said that to me. So
Wow.
he
You
reached,
hear that?
like he was going to grab something. He reached.
You hear that? She said, Tory Lanez said, I shoot you. You hear this? She said, my nigga, I shoot you. This is where shit starting to sound like it's really made up now. Right along this part, this is where you could tell, like, she just adding shit in, she throwing shit in. All right? You basically could tell.
Towards the middle console, but he never pulled anything out.
Now, can you describe the middle console on the car? There's like I assume like some type of flat cover or lid.
Correct.
And then when he reached towards it, you just saw what? His hand moving?
Yeah, it was just a motion that he reached. He never opened it or, you know, so it was just a motion.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, and if you shoot me, then I guess it's my time to go, like, you know, like, and if you shoot me, just know I have people who will ride behind me, you know, in my support, you know, and he's like, you know, he's just talking mess still, him and Megan, me and him. So then Megan, I guess we're on Sunset Boulevard at this time, and Megan demands for, sorry, that's mine.
Your ring. Mine.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Megan demands for Quan to pull the vehicle over. So we pull over, and we're actually by a bus stop. Megan jumps out the vehicle. Tory follows behind her. Quan stays in. I stay in. Because it's just like we're in the middle of a road. Like, we're just arguing. This is, you know. So Tory and Megan, they sit at the bus stop. They have, I don't know what conversation they had, a conversation if any. But when they got back in the vehicle, it was calm. Tory then began to...
When they got back in the vehicle, do you remember where everyone was sitting?
Yes, sorry. Megan got back in the front seat. Tory got back in behind Quan, so behind the driver's seat. So it was calm. Everybody was calm. Tory then began to apologize to me. And he's just like, I'm sorry, Kelsey, you're just a real ass nigga, and I had to tell you. You know, and I'm like, what?
An apology.
Right, and so I'm like...
Shit don't even make no sense. First he said he was going to shoot your ass. Now he's trying to say, you hear this shit? First he was going to shoot you. Now he's saying, yo, you're a real ass nigga. He just said he was going to shoot your ass. You said he act like he was going to reach in the council and tell him, I'll shoot you, my nigga. Now he praising you for being a real nigga? Like, come on, yo. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Who the fuck you think you talking to? And like I said, yo, if we want to speak some real facts, I'm about to speak some. All right? I'm about to speak some shit ain't nobody never said. Know why? Because it need to be said. All right? Check this shit out. Tory Lanez, you deserve every goddamn thing you got. Hit the like button. Tory Lanez deserved every goddamn thing that came to him. He deserved exactly what the fuck he was asking for. And the reason why I say this is because he brought this on himself. He sent himself to prison, y'all. Megan didn't send him to prison. He was trying to take up for these bitches. He sent himself. And now, first everybody was supporting Megan like Tory was the bad character. Now they don't what? Switch the narrative. Now everybody what? Supporting Tory. And Megan is the bad character. You see what I'm saying? When all along Tory Lanez basically played everybody. He played everybody. Like I said, it's his goddamn fault. Ain't nobody tell him to be nobody fall guy. Ain't nobody tell you to, like, you got something to prove to these bitches, like, you a real nigga, yeah, you know what I mean? I got y'all. Man, get the fuck out. Well, you got him there. So why is your lawyers trying to go to bat like she lying? If you was protecting her, which one is it? Which one is it? Did she tell the lies because you told her to? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Gotta do something for my mom, Dukes.
But he's saying it loud, and so Megan can hear this. So that kind of stirred her back up. So now they're arguing back together. At this point, it's uncontrollable. Can't stop it.
And do you remember anything at this point that was being said between them?
At this point, they're arguing about each other's artistry as a career as an artist. She's telling him like you're only this and that because you're on a remix with Jack Harlow, and he's telling her things about her career as an artist, which I can't remember what he was telling her, but they just started hitting each other with their career as an artist. So now we're at the final, the next stop where the incident occurs, and this time Tory demands Quan to let us out. He's like, let these hoes out, let these bitches out the car. This is my car. And so we're like, okay, we'll get out. So he pulled the car over, and everything here transpires. Megan jumps out of her seat, which is the front seat. I open up my door, which I'm behind Megan. And when you're getting out of a vehicle, you're not really just like looking at any direction. You're just kind of getting out the vehicle, Especially, we didn't expect anything to happen next, so we're just getting out the vehicle. I get out of my side, and no sooner do you know, you start hearing gunshots going off. I look up about it was 5 gunshots. I look up maybe at the second or third gunshot. That's when I look up. And you see Tory. He's now in the front seat. I guess he must have jumped over. It was very smooth transition because we didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. And he's leaning over. The door is open, and he's leaning over like the window.
Which door? Is it the rear
right,
door?
the front right. So where Megan was sitting.
Okay, so his door's open in the
my
driver's side.
My door's open in the back, and the front door is open to where Megan got out. The front right passenger.
Both doors on the passenger side
are open. Correct. So.
And is he shooting through the window or over the top of the door?
No, he's shooting over the top of the door. So
over the top of the door would be the rear passenger door.
The right front passenger. So again, as I said, he must have jumped, or I don't know how he did it because it was very very smooth. And he was leaning over the front passenger door, and she was shooting the gun.
Where were you standing at this point?
At this point, I'm standing kind of like my body's still like to the side behind the door, the rear passenger door. So I would say my left side was the rear passenger, and my right side was kind of like this. This is the door, and I'm.
Are you still partially in the car at this point?
No, I'm out of the vehicle. Okay. I'm out of the vehicle. I'm just not around my door yet.
Yeah.
So. Do you know where's Megan?
So I was about to speak on Megan. So she was walking away when this happened, but by the third, fourth shot, and by the time I look up, she's facing towards us, and I've described it like a deer in headlights. Mm-hmm. I'm short. I'm 4'11". The vehicle is kind of a little raised up, higher than me, so I can't really see. I can only see from her chest up. That's all I can see. But the way Tory was angling the gun is kind of like, it wasn't like straight. It was like, down.
Mm-hmm.
It was down in her direction?
Definitely in her direction. In the air, definitely in her direction. So, at
that point, before we even go any further, like I said, y'all, it must be said, all right? The only one who brought this on themselves is Tory Lanez. This ain't Megan's fault. This ain't Kelsey's fault. You know who fault it is? Tory Lanez. Because he the one who offered to be the fall guy. He the one who offered, trying to act like he's stomping, stepping, and standing on real shit. And don't worry about it. I'll take it. I'll go to jail for it. But you claiming Megan lying about what happened. No, nigga, you lying. If anything, because you told him to lie. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Because he said that he was protecting them, right? Hold on. Let me strategically. Hold on. Let's get him. Hold on. Let's get him.
Call. To deny this call, thank you for using Telmate.
Hello.
Hey.
Y'all got out safe and everything.
Huh?
Y'all got out and everything out good.
Megan's still in the hospital. I'm outside the hospital.
What hospital y'all at?
About what?
You said what?
I said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Feeder, something like that. Feeder.
No problem.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but bruh, I just want you to know, bruh, nigga, Nigga, I was just drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Like, so whatever.
Yeah.
Bro. But you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
A whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this state, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, Shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah, no, I didn't even, I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
It's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
I told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my...
Megan's in the hospital.
I apologize about that, y'all.
Hospital, alright.
About what?
You said what?
I said Megan's in the hospital still. I'm outside the hospital waiting.
What hospital are you at?
I don't know. Let me see. Cedar, something like that. Cedar.
Yo, bro.
Sure.
Regardless, I know she probably never ever gonna talk to me ever again, but, bruh, I just want you to know, bruh. Nigga, I was just drunk, nigga. I just didn't even understand what the fuck was going on, bruh. Like, so whatever, bro. But, you know, regardless, that's not gonna make anything right, and that's not gonna make my actions right, bro. But I'm just deeply sorry, bro. I never even moved like that, bro. Like, never moved like that at all, bro. Like, for real, dog.
I know. There's a lot that happens, but
a whole lot, bro. Like, a whole lot, bro. I feel crazy, bro. But in this state, like, what happened already, bro. I can't take it back, bro. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I was just too drunk, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I got to the house, Shorty, like, all top niggas, they gave me like 5 shots, like, off the door, like, you feel me? So I was out of there, like, wasn't even there with niggas, like, you feel me? We was taking shots past that time. I wasn't even there with niggas, like, bro. I don't even remember what we was even arguing about, bro. Like, you feel me?
The last quarter phase, Kyra. That's what it say. It was the last quarter phase. The last quarter phase.
Like,
yeah, no, I didn't even, I was already fucked up by the time you got there, so I don't know how much.
It's like, you know, but tell me what hospital she's in.
I told you, Cedar Medical.
Alright, you ain't got Corn's number, right? You ain't got my security number.
Quan, I do have his number.
Can you call this nigga Quan and tell this nigga, bro? You get a chance, bro. Just figure out what you gotta do to bail me out this shit.
Okay.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm sorry again, bro. Like,
you're welcome.
I think, honestly, I think we're gonna try to, because obviously, like, the longer you're in there, the more hot it's gonna get. Because you know it's already on. Like, there's no names released yet, but the report is already out. You know.
But like, out is what? What you mean out?
It's on some app. You know, Megan's team is.
That's a good question, bro.
So, yeah, but like, niggas can't know. Niggas.
That's where Travis Scott from.
Megan's on like the things.
That's where Travis Scott from. Houston.
What'd you say?
There's no way that Megan's like on the thing.
No. So far, none of that is there. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those. If anything, the only nigga that's gonna get this backlash is me. It's not gonna be her.
Yeah.
But nah,
I'll let you know.
Alright, it is what it is. Regardless if I get out of here today or not, bro, I just wanna let y'all know, bro.
That's a good question. You got my motherfucking head. No funny shit going now. Check this out. Is that possible? Is that possible? Shout out Indian Summer. Did Megan and Travis Scott know each other from Houston? That's a damn good question. Because they sure got close and acquainted very fast. And friends of their friends of friends was acquainted already. It makes you think. It makes you think. It makes you think. Let me see something here. Yo, I don't hear nobody talking about the fucking school she go to or nothing. Ain't nobody never go to school with this bitch. Have they? Have anybody ever been to school with Megan? Have we ever heard anybody co-sign and say that that they ever went to school with her? What school did she attend in Houston? Because if she went to school in Houston, it should be some type of records. Am I lost in the sauce? Is this something I'm missing? Or is it just normalized now and it don't matter? A motherfucker could say that they from here, and they did this and they done that, but ain't got a receipt to prove a goddamn thing, right? Check it out. They was on this remix called, check it out. Look at the name of the collaborations that they did. You know what I mean? Because all this shit, at the end of the day, whether y'all want to believe it or not, the type of shit that they into, all of it has to be symbolic. All of it has to be in a symbolic order, in a symbolic fashion. Okay? Crazy work, though. But that's something to think about. That's definitely something to think about. And like I said, y'all, there's no way in the world that Travis Scott was not in his house with his lady in there. Everybody, they walk around ass naked because they got kicked out ass naked. All right? His lady in there. Odell Beckham Jr. in there. And there's no way Travis Scott wasn't up in that motherfucker. We all know that man was up in there. Right along with who? His lady and everybody else, right along with his best friend, Odell Beckham Jr. Right with Odell Beckham Jr. All right, it was a major gathering going on that night at that house. A major gathering. That's why it was mandatory. When you heard Kelsey say on that phone that Kylie said, y'all got to get the fuck out. And she said it like, I don't mean to cuss, but I got to cuss because how it was said. But you know what? It was even more aggressive than that. It was Travis Scott and Odell Beckham grabbing their shit, throwing their shit out like, nigga, get the fuck out. I heard Odell Beckham grab Tory Lanez by his throat and shoved him out the fucking door. All right. And like I said, when they get pulled over, they half naked. You could tell they all unorganized, all they luggage and shit all over the place. You could tell everything was just thrown in. Like the dude from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, DJ Jazzy Jeff. They just threw their ass up out of that motherfucker. And it was mandatory that they leave that property. It was mandatory that they leave that property. All right. And somebody protected their names. And their names are still being protected. Now that this shit is out, this shit about to start a wildfire, yo. This shit about to start a wildfire. Everything is going to connect. Once, listen here, bro. We the fire starters. We ain't named the fire starters for nothing. We stomp, step, and stand on that right as we bring strategical information to the forefront every time. Once people get the word that Travis Scott and Odell Beckham was at this house with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, it's going to connect so many more dots, especially with Odell Beckham, because he on that paperwork at the Diddy Freak-Offs. He on the paperwork at the Diddy Freak-Offs. And like I said, it had to be some powerful people in place. Like Rock Nation, P. Diddy, and some other people that was involved to protect Odell Beckham's name and Travis Scott's name and many others at that time. But now that the audio is out, because out of everybody that was named, it makes you think, why did Kelsey, as I strategically make real life matters, make real life sense, why she leave everybody else's name out? All the other few major players, but she made sure she said Odell Beckham Jr. name. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. She made sure she said Odell Beckham Jr. name. Pay attention. Pay attention. She forgot all these other names, but she damn sure said Odell Beckham Jr. And it makes you think, why she say that? What made her say Odell Beckham Jr.? Out of all people. Shout out everybody up in here. The number 13. Ain't that something? Crazy work. Uncle filled his ass. That's why they looking crazy. When they get pulled over, how they look? It look like somebody threw all their shit in there, right? All them towels. Now we know, as I'm also hearing that this situation jumped off in the pool. I'm hearing this situation jumped off inside the pool. And I got receipts because when you look at the towels that's in that car, when the police pull them over, the towels are wet. They're soaking wet. It looked like they was drying themselves off. And it got blood on it. The towels are soaking wet. So you can tell that they just got out the pool. So the shit that Kelsey is saying, she's lying. I believe this situation jumped off right like after that live. When Megan went live in that pool. Because they're all wet. All the towels are wet inside of the vehicle. All the towels are wet, y'all. Check it out. All right. We know Dummy here. We know Dummy here. We know Dummy here. See the towels? There they go. They wet. Strategic drop. Look at this, y'all. One of the best to do this. Look. Look at the towels. Is the towels wet or not? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. This situation started in that swimming pool, bro. And that's why they ain't dressed. The same shit that they got on in the swimming pool, they got on inside that truck when they got arrested. They ain't changed their clothes or nothing. That shit happened right in that swimming pool, y'all. It happened right in that swimming pool. Right here.
We had to come kill the streets for 5 minutes. You said what? I gotta turn down the music, the PD just came right.
It sounds like somebody said, yo, can y'all turn that music down or something? All right, but they was already lit. They was already up. And like I said, I believe this situation started off, popped off right up in here when Megan went live. I believe this is what started the argument. When Megan went live and showed where they was at and all that. I believe this started some shit. You hear somebody say that's why she look up. All right, can y'all turn that music down?
I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now. I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now. I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now.
The police just came. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. They said turn the music down. The police just came. The PD just came, yo. Hit the like button. Y'all heard that, right? Turn the volume up. You can hear the dude in the background saying, can y'all turn that music down? The PD just came.
I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now. PD just came right now. I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now. Turn up the music. PD just came by right now. I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now.
They said the police just came by there already. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? So they already got numerous calls already. 911 calls about something, because you have to remember, they up on the hills, bro. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want. So I guess they was acting way too rowdy. They was acting way too rowdy, yo. Way too rowdy. If the neighbors call the police, this is crazy work, man. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. All right, and it seems like the only people who wanted their image protected was Megan. And it looked like she was willing to do anything to make sure that image was protected. And Tory risked his whole career to make sure Megan's reputation at that time wasn't destroyed, wasn't diminished. But at the end, he making himself look like a what, y'all? Boy, oh boy, do he look stupid. Do he look stupid?
Tell us what happened. We'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. But I'm not from here, so I...
Okay.
That's the only place you got shot at? That's the only place you got shot?
I didn't get shot.
Oh, you did it?
No, ma'am. I mean, no, sir.
Sorry, motherfuckers. Sorry, motherfuckers, man. And like I said, at the end of the day, yo, Tory can't do nothing but blame Tory. Right? Because he the one who took the rap for all this. He the one who said that he was protecting these motherfuckers. He ain't want them to go down and all. Man, listen here. Listen here. Tory. All right? With Left Eye Say on House Party, I feel sorry for you. All right? That's your goddamn fault. And I hope you learned your motherfucking lesson. That's your fault. And Tory Lanez should never be able to recover after this. He got stabbed up. What, they about to release him? Then what? He gonna make an album, a mixtape. Then what's gonna ultimately happen next? Ain't no telling with this weirdo shit. Him and Megan might fuck around and collab on a song. Who knows? Who knows? Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling, y'all. Ain't no telling, but one thing for sure, two things for certain, and three things for damn sure. This organization here need to apologize. It doesn't matter if Tory was right or wrong, because Megan was clearly in the wrong, right? So what y'all need to do is rightfully give Tory Lanez his apology that he deserved, knowing that y'all was rightfully in the wrong. Y'all should have minded y'all motherfucking business. That's it. Y'all should have minded y'all motherfucking business. That's all y'all had to do. That's all y'all had to do. But y'all chose to put y'all motherfucking 2 cents in it, right? So now you got to rub your 2 pennies together, all right? And start apologizing, motherfucker, the right way. Like y'all black queens say that y'all are black queens, will act like it and show it. Act like it and show that y'all black queens, all right? Set a fucking example. Set an example and let everyone know that y'all made a mistake and that y'all was wrong for judging, and y'all was wrong for slandering that man, and y'all was wrong for believing Megan and supporting her. And y'all need to recant this open letter. Lying on us bloggers, you need to apologize to all of us, all y'all KRS1 looking motherfuckers over there need to start apologizing to each and every blogger, all right, that was defending Tory Lanez from the beginning, even though Tory Lanez lied to get himself in the situation. And like I said, man, if you ask me, it just feels like, man, they playing on everybody top. No funny shit. They playing on everybody top, man. Word is born. Because Tory Lanez need to be ashamed of his motherfucking self. Tory Lanez need to be ashamed of himself. But like I said, this organization here, they definitely need to apologize and recant this open letter. And not only just that organization, all right? Every other tweet, Instagram post that ever was put up destroying and diminishing, helping to convict Tory Lanez need to be taken down. All the blogs, everything. Him too. Weirdo ass nigga. All right? He a sellout too. I can't stand that motherfucker. He a sellout, y'all. He a fucking sellout. He knew what they was gonna do. He knew what they was gonna do to old boy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Michael Bozeman. He knew what was gonna happen. He knew what was gonna happen to Michael Bozeman from the motherfucking jump. All right? This motherfucker is a clown. And he got nerve to put his motherfucker protect black woman. Bitch, before you protect the black woman, you gotta learn how to protect your motherfucking self. And you ain't protected because you let them people out there in Hollywood, okay, make you be all in a bed, take pictures and shit with a man. You need to be ashamed of yourself, Michael B. Jordan. Give a fuck who don't like it. Fuck this goofy, man. I run down the line. I go down the line. And I tell each and every one of these motherfuckers something about themselves, especially this bitch. He got nerve to pop all this shit talking about something. I'm from Houston. Megan from Houston. Megan from Houston. Anything go down, we riding, we stepping. Fuck all that, man. Megan ain't got nobody. Bitch, you ain't even go this hard for Pimp C. Shut your stupid ass up. You ain't even go this hard for Pimp C. Pimp C out there in a hotel room, in a prayer position, blood everywhere. Why you ain't come with the same energy? You piece of shit.
And I tried to be impartial and cool about this and not get it. Man, fuck that, man. Fuck Tory Lanez.
You.
Okay? And I don't care if this go viral or none of that shit. I'm from Houston, and if somebody would have done something to
Listen
Megan
to
in this
this
city,
goofy.
we would have rolled. Megan in LA by herself. It's just her and T. Ferris. She ain't got a mama no more. Her mama is gone. Her daddy is gone. Her grandmother is gone. All the people that loved her and cared about her unconditionally, that looked out for her and would have protected her, ain't there. So as an OG in Houston, I'm standing up. Tory Lanez did some whole ass shit. Period. Yeah, I know Tory. I know his manager.
Shut your country ass up. How much they pay you to do this shit? Shout out to my people in Houston, man. Respectfully. All right? Shut your country ass up. Because how much they pay you to do this shit? You could tell it's fake. You could tell it ain't got no genuosity to it. You could tell these goofy made him do it. Jay-Z said, yo, didn't I give you that feature, nigga? Hit the like button. Didn't I give you the biggest feature of y'all fucking life? Big pimpin', spend the cheese we doing. Yeah, nigga, you owe me one, don't you? Don't you owe me one, Bun B? I came all the way down to where? And we all got on a boat. That was all Rockefeller money, wasn't it? Go down your catalog, Bun B. What's the biggest feature you ever had in your life? Jay-Z would be at the top of that list, right? Right, which means what? He owed Jay-Z a fucking favor for life. People in Houston might not want to accept it. They might not want to agree, but y'all know it's the fucking truth and it's facts. Do your research. The biggest fucking hit they ever had was Big Pimpin'. A Jay-Z feature. Strategic drop. And what do you know? Megan Thee Stallion connected to Rock Nation, and he coming out the blue, left field somewhere, talking about he riding for Megan. Look at this shit, yo. Crazy shit, man. Like I said, man. Crazy work, man. Crazy work. What y'all think about this whole situation, man? Anybody got any questions? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. I see y'all today, man. Y'all been beautiful, yo. I love y'all. Thank y'all for always keeping the chat lit. Appreciate it, yo. This is what we do right here, man. And I appreciate each and every one of my loyal fire starters, man. All right, because these are like my best shows here. When I got like this type of crowd here, now I mean, like I don't need all the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Yeah, it comes eventually. You know what I'm saying? But the streams and the lives that I enjoy the most is these type of crowds right here. These type of crowds right here, man. Know what I mean? And I appreciate y'all loyalty, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And always keeping my spirits up, keeping my spirits high, keeping me motivated, keeping me innovated. Keeping me creative. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I'm nothing without y'all, man. Shout Shout out TT Baby, man. What's good with you? Yes, she do. She literally look like KRS-One, don't she? It's people, y'all know that channel with that boy? What's that dude? He be doing all the he be doing all the celebrities that like he think that's playing other people and shit. They be having no like the masses and shit. He said, old girl here is KRS-One. I swear to goodness. He got to show who is it? You know, I don't usually say content creators' names over here, but Conscious TV, Conscious X or some shit. He got one when he did one on her or him. He said that's KRS-One, yo. And he said these actors and celebrities and shit be playing multiple parts and shit. They into some dark shit, man. I'm telling you. They believe in being immortal. They don't think they can die. These type of people that practice this type of sorcery and this fucking witchcraft and black magic and shit like that. But yeah, KRS-One. It's crazy work. Spitting image. Long live Pimp. He was hating on Pimp. That nigga Bun, yo. He was hating on Pimp once Pimp started exposing what's really going on with that homophobic shit in hip hop. Yeah, he do be off the wall sometimes. I ain't go cat. I don't believe everything nah. He be reaching a lot. He do, but some of his shit, you be like, oh shit, hold on, yo. Like, damn. He be nailing shit sometimes, but sometimes he be, I get it. But that one he did with KRS-One, I was like, damn, he nailed that. Shout out Black Apple. He did one on Kobe Bryant. What's that other dude name? Yo, he nailed that shit though. It was Kobe Bryant and the Miles dude. I think that's all I remember the dude name. Anybody remember or anybody seen that one that Conscious did on Kobe? Oh yeah, Miles Garrett. Right. Yo, he nailed that one though with the bodysuit and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. For real, that shit fucked me up, yo. I'm like, yo, for real. I ain't gonna cap. Yeah. Miles Garrett from the Browns. Word. Yeah, he be wilding. The weekend being Justin Bieber, right? But word up though. You know, shit be wild, shit be crazy, but I do know that they do be playing multiple parts. And you know, A lot of these motherfuckers, they really like, man, they so deep into that darkness world, they think that they so immortal. They think that they spirit can transfer and all that and shit. Who knows the shit that they do? It probably do. Like, this dark shit ain't nothing to fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I believe in that shit. I believe that they can do it. If you believe in angels, you gotta believe in demons. If you believe in the Most High, you know that they are spirits, good ones and bad ones. Okay? And it's written in stone. All right? You got some of these people, they honestly believe like they 3,000 years old. Yo, for real. Motherfuckers is out there, out there, out there. Motherfuckers thinking like they really 3,000 years old, and they keep coming back in the form of a another person. You see what I'm saying? The spirit keep reliving through another person. You see what I'm saying? The spirit never die, just the body. Shit, way too dark. But they believe that they going into, man, listen, man, listen, man, listen. And like I said, anybody just ain't getting in that circle, man. Anybody just ain't getting in that realm. You just ain't gonna be keep climbing without, you know what I mean, being involved in some of these activities. I'm telling you, before you even get to the top of performing in front of thousands of people, you got to perform in front of a Masonic hall, inside of a Masonic temple, and all that shit, bro. There's definitely levels to that shit. All right, and I ain't talking about no C-listers or D-listers, and I ain't talking about people that's Freemasons that ain't up on that level, bro. All right, I'm telling you, because there's a lot of them that's in the now too, but they know what it is. They know what it is. Know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday night. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire, fear the flame, man. I'm about to go get something to eat. Fuck with the dogs and shit. Anybody got any questions before we get up out of here? The world is a stage. If you died and came to realizing you created, if you died and came back, that's what you're trying to say? If you died and came back to realizing you created the world, will you be mad as in living a tough life? They will regret it on Judgment Day. Absolutely. Did she really get shot? I don't believe so. I believe shots were fired though. I believe shots was fired, but I don't believe she got shot. Because was it no bullets in that gun? The slide was all the way back. And the cop touched the gun, and the gun was still warm, which means it was fired. But was she shot? No. Was the gun fired? Absolutely. Was it fired in the air? I believe so. I believe the gun was fired in the air to break up the fight and shit that was all the commotion and shit that was going on. All right, and once that shot went off in the air, that's when everybody they panicked. Get the fuck out. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. They hopped in the truck and got up out of there. Cause now that we know that the police was already there, they already was getting 911 calls and 911 complaints. Now we know that. So, yeah. Chantel. But that's what I honestly believe what happened though. I believe that they got the fighting, you know, they all drunk, lit. Know what I mean? That's how old girl got them scratches on her legs too. Know what I mean? Heard Cat say it probably was razor blades or something, but who knows? I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. Megan and Kelsey was getting it on. They was getting it on, and I believe they say Megan probably was getting the best of Kelsey, but it don't look like it. It don't look like it. Wasn't nothing wrong with her face and shit. You see how big them hands is? That bitch got King Kong Bundy hands, bro. Megan Thee Stallion got King Kong Bundy hands. Big ass feet. And she broad. She punched that bitch lights out. Love y'all, man. G Money, what's up? Word up, though. But that's what I think happened, man. Motherfucker got the fighting, and I believe Tory Lanez, he fired the gun, but they said his DNA wasn't on the gun. Kelsey DNA is on the gun. Or is that a lie? Because they done lied and covered up so much other shit. We don't know what's the lie or the truth. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, all this shit got bullshit on both sides, not just one side, y'all. It's bullshit going on both sides with this situation. Because we know Tory Lane and his PR team capping about him getting stabbed. You see how all this coming out at the same time? He got stabbed. More body cam footage, all this. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. But shout out everybody up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Shout out Jazzy, all my moderators and my flaming raiders that joined me today, all my members. Thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. All my fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Word, yeah. Try to come in a little earlier today, man. I've been doing a couple late lives because I've been so busy in the daytime, man. Know what I mean? As we try to get the channel back where it belongs. You know. but we patient. And we know what this shit all about. We know how to get back up. We very patient. Now I mean, as people are very, very, very familiar how GFTV take his breaks every now and then. You know what I mean? And we always get right back to it. Ain't nothing. And we know what to do to get back to it strategically. We ain't in no rush for nothing. I promise y'all, I got y'all. And I'm going to make up for all that lost time like I do every time. All right? But everybody be blessed. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Everybody be safe. Enjoy life in a positive way. And we out of here, man. We out of here. Feel the fire.